What's up guys, Cap over here and welcome to the 4th week of the RBL, as this week we're taking on the Kentucky Crobats coached by Zach, or Semeraro 22 Gaming. That's right, he's got a YouTube channel too, it'll be in the description down below. Check it out if you enjoy things and stuff like that. He does a lot of stuff and things like Madden and Pokemon and other things like Pokemon Showdown. It's really cool. Anywho, we'll get this battle on its way, and I figured, hey, he might lead up with Exceligor. If he leads up with Mega Venusaur, if he leads up with Milotic, I can just go for a return with Colburb. Colburb does a lot of damage on a lot of things. Colburb enjoys hurting Pokemon. So I figured, hey, why not, right? Let's lead up with this thing. It's got superpower. I can one-shot the, what's his face? Excadrill. He ends up switching out into Milotic. And I'm just gonna go for return over here. So I learned that this Milotic is pretty defensive because that Milotic takes that return relatively well. After the lefties, yeah, I would say it takes it pretty damn well. So I'm gonna switch out. I'm like, no way, I'm not staying in. My bird Pokemon don't like ice. They don't appreciate it at all. Nor do they appreciate electric attacks, because birds they don't dig that. So I learned that this is a competitive Milotic, so I'm like, well, I can freely poison this thing without having to worry about Marvel Scale. That's perfect on I'm perfectly fine with that. That is perfectly acceptable, and I can appreciate that information. So he's just gonna switch out. I'm gonna go for a poison, because why not? Getting something poison would be awesome. So he ends up going to this thing, and I miss my Toxic, which sucks, and that's as significant as it gets. It just sucks. So I'm gonna switch into King Koopa, because I figured, hey, what can this thing do to King Koopa? I could potentially have hidden power flying, it could just flamethrower, it could do a bunch of things, but it's got Wish. So I think this is a defensive Kangaskhan, and I'm going to set up a layer of spikes, just mostly because I know he does have a Rapid Spinner, but if he does bring that Rapid Spinner, he has to take one turn to click Rapid Spin, and that lets me bring out my what's his face, Doug Trio, and trap that thing and take it down. So I figured, hey, that can be really good later down the road. I switch out into my Braviary because I don't want to take anything. This is a bad situation. This Pokemon has a really high special defense. Chestnut doesn't. And I can just get a free return over here. I figured return's been pretty good to me so far. I'm going to click return once again. And return does a lot of damage on this. I must have gotten a high roll or something over here, because Colburb is not given a single care about defense. Like, what's defense? I end up not taking out this thing down because I wasn't sure if I could take it down. I'm going to switch into Doc Dodgers. I immediately regret it because, as you can tell, later down the road in a couple seconds, like right now, he clicks Recover. So he ends up making this thing pretty healthy again, and I have to put this thing at range where Thunders can potentially take it down once more. So yeah, that sucks a bit. That's a bit unfortunate, but hey, that's Pokemon for you. You gotta learn. And he ends up going into Riles the Mega Venusaur, and this is the thing I dislike the most. Perhaps Pokemon that I always seem to have a tough time dealing with. And the Mega Venusaur is gonna come out, and I'm like, oh snap, here we go. This is scary, this is frightening. I don't appreciate these flowers that are coming my way, even though they're pink, and this thing is a dinosaur, and I'm frightened. So I see that the sleep powder misses. That's fortunate for me. I'm happy with that. I can take it. And I'm going to switch out because I don't want to get put down or put to sleep. I'm predicting the Sludge Bomb or the Sleep Powder. And I do end up getting that prediction correct with the Bulletproof. So that thing can't hit me with Bulletproof. He ends up going for the Synthesis just to recover a bit of HP. And I'm like, alright, that's cool. I'm going to get up another layer of spikes. Take that. And from my analysis, I was like, there's no way he has something that can hit me. Mega Drain? Yeah, go ahead. Make my day. He ends up going for the hidden power. I do believe it is Fire from watching his team building video. Kudos to him for going for that. And I'm like, wow, that really backfired, because I end up going for a Leech Seed, predicting him to switch out. I gotta go for a Spiky Shield to recover some more HP. And I'm like, I can set up another layer of spikes. I should have set up another layer of spikes. What? No. But I wasn't sure if Excadrill had Rapid Spin. So I want to switch out over here because King Koopa is going to be pretty helpful later down the road. And I'm like, well, Dog Dodgers can sort of deal with this thing. There's no way he's going for Sludge Bomb. I can get Thick Fat. And that's pretty cool. So at this point, I was fully convinced that it was Hidden Power Ice, actually. I was like 100 and 10% convinced it was Hidden Power Ice. So I traced the Thick Fat ability, so I couldn't tell what it was and what it wasn't. He gets the poison on the first Sludge Bomb, and you're gonna see how much damage I do, which is equivalent to nothing. That's a bit unfortunate. So at this moment, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna switch out because I'm doing absolutely nothing to this thing and it's going nowhere. I'm gonna go into Colbert. I can radicalize with Colbert, but he ends up making an incredible prediction over here and puts me to sleep. So I have a bird here, sleeping and napping, and I'm like, damn it, bird, why are you sleeping? Why? That really puts a dent in my plans, and this Mega Venusaur is putting in some decent work. So I figured, hey, I'm gonna sack off Doc Dodgers. Doc Dodgers can't do a lot since it's poison. All I can do is really put this thing at range where perhaps Thunders could take it down or potentially sweep. So that was my end goal over there. But he ends up withdrawing into the Extra Drill, and I'm like, well, Doug Funny, guess what's funny about this? I'm gonna go for a Tri-Attack, and I still have Chestnut, so the joke's on you, man. Even though he's breaking my mold, so my Thick Fat doesn't matter anymore. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. Anywho, so I end up living on 1 HP over here, and I'm like, cool, I have Death Fodder. That can be pretty nice down the road. I just gotta be pretty smart with it, and not to make it pointless or anything. That's all I gotta do. So I see that it's gonna go for the Iron Head. I'm like, damn, that does a lot of damage. Can you calm down, man? I know I made fun of you, but please calm down. Hold it back. So he ends up going for the Aerial Ace. My thought process was, hey, I can get up another layer of spikes, or if this thing has Aerial Ace, I'm totally fine with that because Dugtrio can get in for free. There's no Stealth Rocks, and I trap this thing, and this thing is a big threat to my team. So I learned that it's not actually Choice Scarfed. That's pretty awesome on learning that, and I can take this thing down with relative ease. So I'm happy about that. 1-for-1 is a really awesome trade-off for me. He ends up going to the Exceligore, and I'm like, oh man, this is working out. It's going Kevin right now. It's going Cap right now. So he ends up going for the spikes, and I'm gonna go for the Rock Tomb and slow this mofo down. This thing's gonna go slow, and I can take out the Exceligore, which is huge because I'm gonna still have my sash intact. So I'm like, way to go, Dugtrio. You're doing some fine work. You're looking pretty good over there. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Doesn't mean a lot, but still, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you've done right now. At this moment, I'm like, all right. Most likely, Zach has EV'd his Jolteon so it could outspeed Dugtrio. And there's spikes on the field, so I probably won't live a Hidden Power Ice or something that would take down Dugtrio. So I figured, hey, I'm gonna sack off Dugtrio. Dugtrio did its job. It probably did more than what I expected it to do. So I'm just gonna keep on firing off Earthquakes at the moment. I figured I need to keep this Milotic at a decent amount of HP where Thunders can come in and take it down with one hit, or it's forced to switch out, or something like that. So the magic number here, I do believe, is like 80%. That's the magic number, and that's how much Earthquake it's gonna be around. So I'm totally fine with this. It's just gonna keep on recovering. This Milotic's gonna stay healthy. You know, it's been taking care of itself. Its body is a temple. It's like, you know what? I'm not eating junk food. I'm gonna do exercise. I'm gonna drink some smoothies. I'm gonna be good. So from all that smoothie talk, it actually takes down Dugtrio, my MVP for the Toronto Staraptors. I'm like, you did good, man. You did real good. You can take a rest. And yeah, so we're gonna be faced with Milotic, and this gives me a free switch into my Thundurus, my Ichia, and he's gonna just withdraw into his Kangaskhan. And just from this, I learned that Kangaskhan was a especially defensive beast. This thing can take a Thunderbolt from this Thundurus, like, yeah, it doesn't really care about it. I had the option of setting up a nasty plot too, but I'm like, you know what, that's not really worth it. Mostly because I ran the calcs and Kangaskhan would destroy Thundurus with that. So I figured, hey, I'm gonna sack off Doc Dodgers. Good play on my end. Awesome. I'm so smart. But he ends up going for the Wish, and my sack was for nothing. Remember when I said don't sack off Doc Dodgers for no particular reason? Well, I did that, and that sucked. So my thought process here was like, he's gonna go for an attack. I'm gonna bring out La Capitina because La Capitina actually has Heal Bell, which can wake up my Birbs. So yeah, that sucks. Of course, Rouse is going to come in, and Rouse is going to take the Wish, and that's going to be nice for Rouse, not nice for me because Rouse is mean, and Mega Altaria is beautiful. Just look at that fluff. So nice. So nice. So I'm going to get the Heal Bell off. I'm like, alright, that's cool. That's what I wanted. That's fine by me. All I have to do now is try to make the Mega Venusaur to a range at where, when it comes in once again, that it would be at a range where the Psychic would take it down from Thundurus, and then I could have a Thundurus sweep. That's all I had to do. So I'm like, that looks like a decent amount of damage. I'm pretty sure that's like where when it comes in once again, it would be at like 60-70%. I'm pretty comfortable with that. So I'm like, you did your job, Altaria. You did your job. So I'm going to send out Cold Burp over here. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird because this thing could actually just stall me out with a couple returns and stuff like that. Thankfully, I'm Choice Scarf, so I'm going to be going first with a lot of things. And he could have just actually switched into the Milotic, which the Milotic would have just recovered, stalled me, and take me down. And all sorts of Theriumon over here. So I end up taking down this Kangaskhan, and I'm like, alright, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I can appreciate that. Jesse Quick is going to come out, and I'm like, wait a minute. If I can take down this thing, Thundurus can potentially finish up the rest of his mons. So I'm going to go for a Brave Bird because I'm locked into Brave Bird, as you can tell. And I'm like, oh, that's close. That was really close. Brave Bird would have not taken down this mon, but FYI, it was just way out of range, even after spikes and stuff like that. So Jolteon will end up taking this Burp down, and I'm like, oh, that's sad. That's really sad. Thankfully, I still have Ichi around, and I'm like, alright, can you take this hidden power? Most likely Ice. And that does a lot of damage. And that just, I watched Zach's team building video, that was Choice Scar, or Choice Spect, Jolteon, and yeah, that does a lot of damage. So thankfully I take down this thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, whoa, 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 hold the phone over here. Can I potentially win this battle? I took down Jolteon. Milotic is not especially defensive, and it's at range where Thunderbolt will take it down. And what do you know? Thundurus takes down Milotic, and I'm like, oh snap. Combat, come back, come back. Thundurus, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? Can you take down the biggest enemy to the Toronto Staraptors, Mega Venusaur? Can you take him down? Can you avenge all your fallen comrades from this horrid beast? So I'm gonna fire off a Psychic, and I'm like, oh yeah, looking good. And what do you know? It lives on 8, and well, we'll lose this battle with a narrow 1-0 loss to the Kentucky Crobats. A really good game, Semeraro. I had a lot of fun in that. I want to say that it just came down to a roll, but I was doing the calculations again. I was crunching down the numbers. It wasn't a roll. It wasn't. Just plain out, it wasn't a roll. Just because when I was doing calculations, I thought I was Expert Belt. And I was like, oh, good, guaranteed KO, but I wasn't because of lefties. So it wasn't a roll. Zach actually, looking at his video, he actually had enough HP to live just barely. I'd have to get a crit. I was in a guaranteed KO, and even then I got a high roll. So it wasn't a roll. That's entirely on me. He won that battle on his own. So yeah, really good battle. We'll fall to 2-2 at this moment, and that's a bit unfortunate because, you know, we're back to even ground. So next week we're going to be going against the Toronto Chestnuts. And just an FYI, spoiler alerts, if you don't want to check out, or if you don't want spoilers, pause the video. And if you pause the video, good for you. Unfortunately, we didn't record that video. A lot of things didn't happen. I didn't do a live recording, and I accidentally deleted the video, but we picked up a 3-0 victory over the Chestnuts. It was a majestic battle. It was sublime. It was absolutely majestic. So you get 2 updates in this video. We are 2-2, but we beat the Toronto Chestnuts 3-0, so we'll be 3-2 at this moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little news bomb right over there. Once again, I apologize to Planet Jive Money. That really sucks. I'm really sorry about that. Lately I've just been messing up on that. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, be sure to smash that like button. check out Semeraro's channel. It'll be in the description down below. And if you guys want to support the Toronto Staraptors, click that subscribe button and continue on following the Toronto Staraptors. That's right, you too can be a burp. Anywho, I'm gonna get going. This is Cap, signing off.